Okay, so here we are for part 4, maybe the part that you've all been waiting for. And that is to remove a window. Now, I only have one Twinkie, and there is no real reason for me to remove this window. But I want to remove it anyway because I want to show you guys 2 methods to test to see if it works. So for the Twinkie, we will be putting the Twinkie into the freezer for 2 to 3 hours. And then we shall try removing the window using the cold method. Then I'm going to go over to Moaning Myrtle. We're going to use the hairdryer method and see if that works any better with removing it. I wanted to use a bit of a more expensive pop because a lot of people are worried about doing it to their more expensive pops. So I wanted to just do this video so we can knock the nail on the head and see if it works. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and take Mr. Twinkie and put him into the freezer for 2 hours. So let's go. Here we are. We're about to put the box into the freezer. We're going to leave it in there for 2 hours. What I would recommend doing is putting your pop on a cutting mat to avoid it from touching any of the wet or any of the frost from inside the freezer. So put it on top of a cutting mat, which is dry, and then slide it into the freezer. And then leave it inside there for 2 hours and we shall come back and check it then. Okay, so it's been about 3 hours. Let's take her Twinkie out of the freezer. So we've taken the pop out of the freezer, as you can see. First thing I notice is there are condensation droplets building up. So this box is definitely going to get wet in the freezer, which some people were a bit hesitant to try. But let's see if the popping out actually works, like people say. Well, it definitely doesn't. It doesn't pop out, but it comes out very easy. Wow. Yeah. So. Wow, okay, so yeah, that's the freezing method for you. And I guess if we dry off the box a bit, I'm sure it will be fine. So there are some condensation droplets on the box, which you can just wipe off, I guess. If you haven't already noticed that the condensate the actual window came out a lot quicker being frozen. Now this was the box damage one I did show you, so this was already damaged here, but this actually came out so fast. Came out with a lot of the paper though. Okay, so I just wanted to stop the video a second, just go back. The first thing I wanted to say sorry about was some of you guys saw the damage here in the background. This could have been avoided if I had taken my time. So sorry if you guys are cringing or about to comment about me being very uncareful with this. I was, and I'm sorry, and I do apologize. I could have pulled that window out a lot better. I just didn't want the it to unfreeze and yeah, be worse. So I do apologize about this damage here. That could have been easily avoided. And a lot of the glue looks like it's still, yeah, it's still intact on the. Yeah, still intact on the window there. So yeah, there you go. That was the putting it in the freezer method for 3 hours. So if you guys want to try doing this, now you know that it's been tested and it, well, it works. It came out. The only problem I can see is, yeah, definitely the condensation and water droplets are going to freeze up on your box, and there is a chance. I mean, if you have a frostless freezer, yeah, you're still going to have some risks there. But hey, this might dry up, but still. Try at your own risk. And that is using the freezer method. Another thing I wanted to note as well is it's been 10-20 minutes now, and the water damage that we had here at the top is no longer there anymore. There is no sign of damage at all from the water, from that condensation. So you know, the box turned out really, really well. I mean, like, the only damage was this piece that could have been avoided, but that's, hey, like I said, this is just a video just to test out the methods that people have posted. This did come out a lot easier. Yeah, just wanted to make a note. Let's continue watching. So I wanted to stop the video one more time because I know this is really bugging you guys. So I came up with an idea. I found some lovely, hello, you can see me there, some lovely gold reflective card that I cut to the back size to fit in there. So when we pop the Twinkie inside and close him up, you can now see it's definitely a lot better now. So I just wanted to add this little bit to the end of the video because I know a lot of you be like, he's left the Twinkie damaged and he could have avoided it. But anyway, there you go. I added some awesome, in fact it looks a lot better. Okay, so we've done the freezing method. Now we're going to go on to the second method, and that is the by using the hairdryer method to see if that works. So let's go ahead and open the box using the method I showed earlier. Using the card, let's remove the little lady, so we don't want to have her inside. So off you pop. Now we're going to open the bottom. You can open the bottom by just using your fingers at the bottom there. It is also just as good. So the hairdryer method. So let's see if this actually works. So first things first, you're going to need to have yourself one ladies hairdryer. Lads, make sure you ask permission first if you borrow the hairdryer, because one, if they find out their hairdresser's missing, they're going to start worrying things. So let's go ahead and see if this works. Now we're using a Watson's hairdryer here. I guess it has temperature settings here and fan speed. So let's go ahead and set it to number 2. It's going to get loud, so I shall play some music for you whilst this is happening. So let's go with level 3 and using the hairdryer method. Let's go. Now we're using the card up underneath the plastic inside. It seems to be working okay. I'm just trying to see if you can see this. So you can see the card is going up through. So let's work our way around to the next section. I think we're almost done here. Yeah, we need to put some more heat inside. So let's go again. So you can see that it's actually working a little bit. You just have to be so careful here not to. So now just remember guys that I've never done this before, and I just wanted to see if these methods actually work. So if you're going to comment below saying I'm damaging this or whatever, this is just purely for test reasons only. So we need to get it up inside that plastic there. So I'm probably causing more box damage than I should be, actually. So as you can see, yeah. Okay, well, just a little bit more heat here. Oh, it's getting hot. Yes, it's much better when you use the heat. So the heat method is definitely, oh yeah, the heat method is definitely working. We are still in good shape with the box, which is good. The window is popping out. So let's do the final phase with the hairdryer. Okay, now that's warmed up. Let's see, put this in here. You've got to lift up the flap just a bit so you can get your... Now some of you guys might not be able to see this. I'm trying my hardest here too. Oh, this one's a bit tough because it's near the sticker. But it's lifting up. It's definitely lifting up. Ah, yeah. Okay. Let's just check the front. Yeah, we're still good. This is just glue. Still looking good. Hairdryer method is working. I would definitely advise doing this on a cheaper one first before you get practice, but I'm going straight in for the kill with this video, so I just want to see if this method actually works. Here we go. Next phase, heating up again. Okay, let's go inside. Oh, doesn't sound too healthy. But that definitely came up a lot easier than I had thought, which is pretty cool. Now the top part, pushing it down. I would probably use something thinner. You can use barber's slicing things, I guess, but they're dangerous and they'll go through you like bread and butter. So be careful with that. Or use an X-Acto knife. I'm just using a normal card that you would use to open a door. So the hairdryer method is what we're trying out today. It's definitely doing the job. I mean, I'm trying to be as careful as I can. Oh, are we through? I think we're through. Oh yes, we're through. We're through. So there we go. We have managed to remove the window using the hairdryer method. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and recommend doing this at all. I would probably go ahead and do this on a cheap pop before you get it right, or use a lot more heat. I'm just want to solve a mystery online to see what's better for your pop. So let's go ahead and have a look at the box. The box is okay. There is no damage to the plastic here. Yeah, no, this is perfect. I mean, just at the bottom here, there's a little bit from where I guess I messed around a bit, but yeah, there you go. We have definitely removed the glass, and there is no damages, no creasing, nothing from where the glass has been removed. Nothing fixed. So there you go. That is the hairdryer method on how to remove your window. Now I'm guessing you can use a little bit more temperature to heat up the glue a little bit more, because as you can see, the glue does still remain on the cardboard a bit. But I guess once you stick your new window back in, you're gonna end up covering all that up anyway with the new window. So yeah, there you go. There is removing a Funko Pop window using the hairdryer method. So my next question that someone asked me is how to remove this residue from the box. And I would recommend ethyl alcohol biogenic. Now you can use any solution as long as it's 70 plus in solution, and just squeeze it down until you make all. Don't get any near the sticker, of course, because you don't want to get that sticker. Just make all of the brown, wet brown. You can see as I spray it on, it's changing color. So just make sure all of those pieces are heavily saturated. Now it's going to be a little tricky when we get to this next bit. So let's let this bit happen first. Maybe we can be very careful not to get the sticker here. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll just quickly come in and we'll just dry all of this so it doesn't go onto the sticker. So what we'll do is we'll just leave that to saturate for a couple of moments, and let's see if it starts to peel off, which it seems to be like it's doing pretty well. Now, like I said, guys, I really want to stress this out. I am no expert. I myself also was looking for a video on how to do these particular things, and I didn't find any video. So I wanted to go ahead and destroy one of my cherished, boy, it's not expensive. I mean, it's like 20 bucks on eBay, but I wanted to go ahead and I just wanted to show you the methods that people had claimed. Oh yes, you can use this, you can do that, you can do that. So I wanted to record my journey into this window removing process. I showed you before how to how to put the creases into your box on a rounded box, and also how to get rid of the creasing using an iron. Now, as you can see, this is actually working really well. So I'm just being careful not to scratch this. So we might have to speed the video up whilst we do this, or we will come back shortly to show you the finished result. So we'll be back in a mo. And we're back, and here is the finished product. Okay, so we used the alcohol around the outsides. What I found worked best was I left the alcohol to sit for about 5 minutes on all around the edge, and when I went over with it with a little cloth, it literally all wiped off, which was fantastic. This has come out really well. I'm really impressed how well this has come out. There are little dents up here and a little dent at the bottom, but that's going to be hidden by the box because the box goes across here. So this is perfect. So the sticker is still on here, no water damage. It's perfect. This actually came out really well. I could go ahead and just neaten it up a little bit more, but I just wanted to show you the result of using the alcohol to get rid of the cardboard box glue around the outside. So we hope you enjoyed the video. So in this video you saw us use a freezing method and the hair drying method. Now the hair drying method did come out the best. The freezing method I kind of rushed and ended up damaging the pop, but it could have been avoided if I would have not rushed. So yeah, what's up next is you probably noticed that we have a Myrtle here sitting up there with this window back in. So if you want to see how I managed to put the window back inside, please check out that video here. It should be on your screen right now. This video will show you exactly my first attempt of putting a window back in. We did try to use hot glue, and we also used super glue. So check out which one it worked for us in the video right here. So again, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below. And I know there's going to be some hate for the damage to the Twinkie, but I apologize. But I wanted to make this video just to show you the freezing and the hair drying method. First hand, first experience, no practice, nothing. So you guys know what to expect. So thanks again, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.